In this video, Caroline and I discuss millennials entering the workforce and some of the problems that they may face, and her definition of success. I'm really interested too in sort of your vision and when you developed it, because I mean, Kobe works a lot with my generation, Gen Y, and I think something sort of characteristic of that is just a general, confusion about what you want to do, what's going to make you happy, make you successful. I'm just really interested about how you sort of gain clarity in your career path. And you described your educational background. Do you think that there was sort of a moment where it clicked, like this is what I want to do, this is what I'm good at?
No.
No? Yeah. Is it developing still, you think? Or?
Yeah, I think one issue for sort of a younger generation especially is that we were educated in a world where if you did this degree, or if you did well at school, or if you worked hard at a certain subject or vocation, then this is what you would be, this is what you could expect. This is what you could be rewarded with.
Like a formula.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's a legacy from our parents' generation, where people were much more sort of career focused, and once they got a certain job they would be in that job for the next 50 years. But now we can do anything, and the door is open for most people in terms of having certain opportunities. Obviously not everyone has the luxury of being able to make certain career choices, but there is a lot more freedom, and there's a lot more sort of openness about what we do in life generally. And I think that's a really it's a massive opportunity, but it's also quite a challenge as well. There are too many options sometimes. And so I mean, my reflection was that I never would have thought that I was doing what I would be doing now when I graduated from university. Probably not even a couple of years later. But I think getting stuck into something and working really, really hard on something is all you need to have kind of fulfillment and be able to look back on that and enjoy it and be successful at something. So I'm not even sure it matters what it is that we're doing, as long as working really hard and enjoying that work is more important.
That's sort of an enormous relief for me personally to hear, because what you said about just the array of choices, it's sort of debilitating. I find, like, when you're just thinking about all the options, it's just sort of so easy to zero in on one that you think is going to bring you the most money or the most sort of changing work environment that millennials are entering. I wondered if Caroline's definition of success depended on that or was changed by that environment.
Sort of the most obvious answer to me is success is being best in field, top of your game. And so again, it doesn't really matter what that game is, but I think that's quite ambitious. Obviously, that's quite a long-term version of success, and I think you can have shorter-term success, which is about putting effort and hard work into something and seeing that paying off, and that can happen in a really short period of time. And I think that's what probably helps make longer-term success, just picking those shorter-term wins and working really hard at them, and then building that into kind of a long.
Thank you very much for watching. I'll have my full conversation with Caroline posted below, and as always, that will be on my website, theconversationalistnora.com.